Season 3 trailer, Breakdown. First we started seeing what I think is Ji-hun waking around during a game. Here we're getting introduced to the game, with both of the dolls being corporate for it. Here we see the girl doll holding a sort of jump rope. Here we see the people being sort of scared of this game and are fearful, so I think this game will be the hardest game. Here we see Ji-hun probably waking up after the war from last season, and we see that he actually wanted to die and doesn't want to be alive. I'm not sure of what that noise is, but we can see Kong Dae-ho in his bed hearing the noises, and is probably still ashamed of not bringing the reload. Once again, we see Ji-hun shouting of why they kept him alive. So I believe this time, when he plays the games, he will start trying to save others even if it matters his life. Here we see In-ho having tears in his eyes because of having to see Ji-hun in a bad state and realizing what he did. Here we see the blue group being sent to another room. Here we can see the different people that are in the blue team, and it looks like the room has different paths and a door to enter to start the game. Here we see Myung-ji with some blood on his face, but I think in this moment he's fighting someone he knows so he can win. Here we see Hyun-ru blood on her face, which can mean two things: either she has killed someone or is about to die in the moment. Here we see the witch leading her group to not get caught by the red team. I don't really know what this game is, but we can see Ji-hun helping people and leading them. Here we see the jump rope game being played, and the jump rope is being led by the girl doll and boy doll. This can mean many things, but this is probably Jun-ho arriving, because there is no cameras and no guards. This shows someone being knocked off by the jump rope, either because it's speed, or there was some fine that happened causing the person to fall. Here we see the clip we saw in the first teaser, which was them carrying out Ji-hun in a casket. Here we see the dead bodies that fell totty ground after failing the jump rope game. Here we see the other perspective of the boy doll's side, being daylight. Here we see Ji-hun surprised of what someone has done, and we also see her slightly bleeding from his head. Here we see Ji-hun trying to find something or someone. Here we see the mom begging the people to end the game because her son probably died and want to leave. Here we see Ji-hun getting a gun pointed at him by a pink guard from Probalia rule break. This shows the woman VIPs having their separate room, because you can see the flowers around, and they will probably play a bigger role than a normal VIP. Here we see Hyun-ru hiding from the red team to not get caught. This shows either Hyun-ru or someone else body slamming player to 126, and this may not be Hyun-ru since her hair isn't in her ponytail, and there is still someone hiding behind. This shows their struggle while fighting 226. Here we see Myung-ji getting mad at Jun-hee for sitting out during a game because she probably thinks she's going to die, or it involves killing people. This shows someone getting frustrated in the blue team for probably getting caught from someone in the red team. Here we see Ji-hun making the guard point the gun at his head because he feels ashamed of still living. I may be wrong, but this is probably Jun-ho discovered the VIP room he was in last season and is nervous of getting caught. This is probably Jun-hee Finley being able to find A door because I believe in the blue team everyone has a key that unlocks a specific door. Here is the witch getting angry for a group probably betrayed her or she wasn't able to find her correct door in time. Once again we see the mom and son, different teams, and the mom looks worried for the son being in danger of getting killed by the red team. Here we see an example of a fake door someone may open and die because it wasn't their right door. This person is also Kong Daho that got a fake door. Here we see the witch making fun of Ji-hun for a failing his riot that resulted in his friend's death. My boy Ji-hun is tweaking out, but then he grabs the witch in her neck out of anger. Here we see Min Soo on red team either knives, but I believe he was trying to kill someone and failed, so he dropped his knife and starts begging for his life. Here we see Hyun-Ru being able to find her correct door, but I think the correct doors all lead to the next game. Here we see the game probably has ended, and people are starting to look at the people who fell from the jump rope. Here we see Daho probably frustrated about something about the teams that were selected. Here we see guard 11 pointing her gun, but stopping. I believe this is the moment she meets Jun-ho for the first time. Here we see a countdown, which I think is for a game. Here we see the piggy bank being filled to almost fill, and in the last teaser, it shows the piggy bank nearly full, so I think 2 to 3 people are going to survive. Here we see Ji-hun being brought by the pink guard to meet the front man.
456번. 아직도 사람을 믿나?
Here it looks like the frontman reveals his identity to Ji-hun, which is surprised him seeing that someone he trusted was the one he hated most.